Do you have a problem catching your downward arm switch? I'm going to give you a tip that will help you be able to catch it more consistently. So one of the problems that I see people doing when they miss their downward arm switch is that as they're coming up on the other side to be able to catch it, they're orientating this chuck that they're holding outwards. So one of the ways that we can practice this, we can actually close the chucks for this part so it's a little bit more controlled. We can go downward, and then we want to turn our hand. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to grab with one hand your opposite hip. You should put the hand with the chuck on it to the other side. And I would want you to do this, just kind of like this little fan motion right here. Now notice as I do this, the back of my hand is pointed completely forward, and the chucks, as they're going, is pointed completely upwards. If you practice this getting it close to your shoulder, obviously you don't want to hit your shoulder while you're doing this, but if you practice getting it close to your shoulder, moving directly up, this motion will help. So I want you to start here, go downward, and then as you're coming back up, get that flick. You can practice this, and you can even practice this in more of a kind of a big, here's our figure eight, kind of a big figure eight, but have this flick off to the side. Flick off to the side. If you'd like, I also practice this quite often with a collie stick, just because it helps the momentum keep going. And we're going to be rolling our wrist at the end of this. But same things apply. You notice that the stick's pointed directly upwards and not pointed out to the side. Typically when people miss it, it's because they point it out to the side. So if you practice that, you can then practice it with the open, with the chucks. And then when you feel a little bit more comfortable, you just stick the hand there. It should be more natural. You're just going to place the back of your hand right at your tricep, and you should be able to catch it with a higher % catch rate. Again, if you point the chuck outwards whenever doing this, it's going to look something like this, and you might end up hitting the tip of your fingers and not inside of your hand, which is going to make it so that you're not able to catch it. So hopefully that tip will help you be able to catch your downward arm switch at a much higher percentage.